Hello everyone, it's me, Fox Likes Music here, and I just want to say I wrote a song for this video and it goes a little something like this. I like a dead game that the internet hates. Made a review, nobody gives a shit. Love it when the algorithm says I don't like it and your mom gay. Welcome to For Honor, the game that's, let's be honest, YouTube got bored of this game a long time ago, and the only appeal that it has anymore is if you're actually good at the game so that you can put in your title. But For Honor is probably one of the most interesting games that I've played in a long time from a gameplay perspective. In For Honor, you play as a variety of heroes from medieval or feudal times that are categorized according to their playstyles. Each class of hero can be identified by the way they work around different mechanics, but because the actual moveset of each hero tends to vary, they fall into the same class without feeling too similar to each other, unless you count Shaman and PK. This opens a wide variety of options to the player, and in classic Ubisoft style, if you buy the standard edition of the game and not the starter edition, you get the heroes that were released with the game, with year one heroes costing 10k steel a piece, while the rest cost about 15k. Now, if you're here from Rainbow Six Siege, you might think, well shit, it's going to take me ages to get a new hero. Rest assured, this game, unlike R6, actually gives you the steel that you need in spades, and although I've only put about 100 hours into the game, I've already unlocked 4 of the 10k heroes. This is largely thanks to the fact that the quests in For Honor reset on the daily instead of weekly, and the main daily quests are fairly simple to unlock. In one play session, I can easily amass up to around 3k steel, which means that 3 sessions worth of completed quests will net me one of the year 1 heroes. And I know that this has very little to do with the game itself, but I bring this up because with games that have in-game currency like Rainbow Six Renown or League of Legends Influence Point, Blue Essence, their sense of progression is ultimately hindered by how long it takes to unlock a singular character. Here in For Honor, unlocking the characters is as easy as it gets, so there's always that sort of sense of progression available to the player. As far as gameplay goes, For Honor is, well, it's a weird one to say the least. The best way I can describe it is it's like a medieval dueling game mixed in with elements of the Street Fighter genre, yet with the variety of game modes that the game has to offer, there's a bit of strategy involved as well. By far the most popular mode among players is Dominion, which is a King of the Hill point capture kind of game. The goal is to reach a score of 1,000 as a team by either capping points or capping your enemies. Then once you reach 1,000 points, all that's left is to kill the enemy heroes. I think that this game mode is popular because of how much steel it yields, the general fast pace, and how it excels at allowing the characters that hit hard to do just that without too much thought being thrown in. Look at this meatball. His name is Shigoki, and all he wants to do is give his friends a hug and yell about his favorite genre of hentai. You know what he can't do in most other game modes? Exactly that, and that makes Shigoki a sad meatball. Take Shigoki into Dominion and be a happy meatball today. On Twitch and YouTube, the most popular game mode, and ergo the one that most people have grown to associate with the game, is the duel mode. Pretty simple concept, and also where all of the game's toxicity resides. See, when you're a 4v4, the amount of skill that you have doesn't always translate to a win, and you're allowed to get away with more shenanigans. But in duels, oh man, the absolute ass blasting that a new player receives in duels combined with emote and chat spamming, whew. Oh yeah, it smells like sweat and toxic waste. In duels, the individual skill of a player matters immensely, as it requires an understanding of the shared mechanics across the game, along with the playstyle of a certain player revolving around their specific character. Getting into this mode right away, especially because the lower renown levels all seem to have these smurfing Orochi 1 tricks, was painful when I first started out. Maybe it's because I like playing PK and I don't actually know how to play the game right with a viable character, but fuck you, I'm having fun. I've always been of the opinion that if there's more going on screen than the average viewer can keep up with or understand, then the game will lose popularity, especially on YouTube and Twitch. Fortnite is an easy game to keep track of because it's an easy concept to grasp, while For Honor's like, here are all the mechanics in the game, now learn them by muscle memory. Of course, someone who's looking for something easy to watch won't pick up For Honor because how do you explain what's going on here? Just look at this clip as a non-For Honor player and tell me you know exactly what's happening. That's right, you can't. On top of that, For Honor unfortunately feels like it's the kind of game that's trying to sell an experience rather than unique gameplay. It's kind of oxymoronic of me to say, but while most games that retain their popularity are well known for having a good story or art direction or soundtrack or some unique gameplay mechanics involved, For Honor's main appeal to me looks like it lies in you feel like you're actually fighting in a medieval duel against a samurai. Oh yeah, this game makes you feel like a knight from the medieval ages, but who cares when every clip of this game looks like it plays exactly the same. And I love this game to bits though because of the unique way that it plays and how it brings a whole new concept to the idea of fighting as a medieval character in basically a 3D version of Mortal Kombat, but with less spam and over-the-top gore. Fucking yeet. However, even though I played the game, there's no denying that this game isn't exactly innovative in its graphic design. The baseline practical effects are mostly realistic, sure, but if history has proven anything to us, it's that attempted realism in video games only appeals to a certain group of people, and it becomes more painfully obvious how dated it is visually as time goes by. With this game being developed by the minds behind Ubisoft's logo as well, this game is sure to have its fair share of bugs, which have become more of a feature at this point. The bugs seal the deal on dumpstering the attempted realism approach because of how distracting they can be. I can't go the entire video though without mentioning the most important thing in this game though, and that is fashion. Never mind all the shit I said about how the game plays and looks as a whole. Does your character look sharper than a set of Ginsu knives? Oh, it doesn't because I main Peacekeeper. Damn it. For Honor rewards its players by giving out cooler gear for characters the longer a player stays dedicated to playing them. One of the most fun things in the game is seeing somebody with the coolest, most intricately designed weapons or armor and thinking, wow, I am going to lose this horribly, because you know that that player has put in plenty of time in order to get to that point. Or you're the incredibly skilled player that you are, you know that your character's fashion sense only improves the more that you play them, and it's incredibly fun to just show off how cool they look to other players. I'm only a conglomerate rep 7 right now, so all of my characters are looking whack, but that's okay. Now, I've said a lot of words for a few minutes, but you know, why should you, the absolute beast of a gamer that you are, be interested in trying out this For Honor game? Well, since you asked so nicely, I think that my summary would be that this game is incredibly gratifying when you pull off a duel and its mechanics properly. Sure, the skill floor might as well be a ceiling, but once you break through that barrier, playing the game is oddly satisfying. And although For Honor may be trying to sell you on a medieval dueling experience, there are mechanics in here that you really can't find anywhere else. I would go into discussing what those mechanics are exactly, but numbers show that nobody cares about this game and my explanation would fall on deaf ears. In that case, thanks for watching. Social links are in the description below, and I will see you on the flip side. Goodbye.